What was I talking about? What was...
Sex.
Sex. Oh, that's right. Sex. Hard on sex. Okay, today we're going to get a little deeper.
Okay.
Get a little kinkier. We're going to talk about threesomes.
Okay.
Now, you are not under oath. Okay.
All right.
Have you ever been involved in a threesome?
No, I have not. Well, wait a minute.
You think it'd be more memorable than that?
No, well, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you guys a story.
Okay, lay it on me, baby.
So there was this one time I was dating this boy.
Uh-huh.
And he and his friend came over, who was also a boy. Mm-hmm. And it got late.
As it does.
Yes. And the one dude that I was dating was with me in bed, and we weren't doing anything.
Who's heavens?
The other dude got in bed, and they were joking around like we should have a threesome.
I see. Oh, the two-man threesome.
The two-man threesome.
Those are rare.
Right?
Because most of the fellas are not down with that.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, ooh, this is kind of weird, because are you guys a little leaning on the other team?
Well, were they?
I don't think so, but I think they were serious. Like, they were kind of joking, but I think if I would have allowed it,
they wanted to double team you.
All I could imagine was a rotisserie and like me just turning in the middle of it. I couldn't.
It's like a luau.
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
all I could imagine. Yeah, and I was like, nope, not for me.
If you could do a whole 360 like that,
I know.
I could get you walk down the street here in Chatsworth.
I know, it'd be very painful.
Oh, I think it would.
Yeah.
Oh. But in that situation, you are the odd man out. You are the girl in the two-man threesome.
Right. I would have a lot of power.
That is the power position. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because by default, you are the queen of that one.
Right.
You know?
I would call the shots. I would be getting all the attention because I don't think they would be doing anything to each other.
Well, I would hope not. But then again, threesomes do reveal so much about who we all are inside.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you had a threesome?
Well, I don't like to express too many biographical details. Of course, I'm not also under oath. But here's the thing about threesomes. Mm-hmm. I think threesomes are, while they have the potential to be delightful, are fraught with difficulty.
Yes.
There's so much hurt feelings to be had, and anticipation, and what do you call it, disappointment.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. And worry about disappointment, which is kind of kills the whole deal, because you're worried, did I pay too much attention to her, not enough to her? Is it, I think, okay, I'll tell you how to do it.
Okay.
The way to have a winning threesome, this is Professor Poppins' patented threesome formula. It only works if you have kind of negotiated that one of you is the sultan, is the queen bee, you know?
All right.
If you are the queen bee of your sultan, and boys, girls, doesn't matter.
Okay.
But they know that you are the boss. It is for you. Then everyone's job is to please you. And your job is to accept pleasure. That is the kind of threesome I can get behind.
I don't know if anyone else would sign up for that threesome.
Well, I think they would. I think they would because, maybe it's not like that every time.
Oh, I see.
Maybe sometimes you are the queen bee and sometimes you are the worker bee.
I see.
And you're always my honey. Oh. But you see, do you like this idea?
Yeah, I
because
like
then
that
if it's
idea.
like, okay, I am the king and I'm going to be serviced by these two lovely girls.
Yeah.
And I would pleasure them as it befits my pleasure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is cool.
That makes
now,
sense.
this is not a two-way street. This is not that's what makes it an imbalanced thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's literally an imbalanced
I think no matter
triangle.
what, it will always be in balance. So
The love triangle is always isosceles at best.
Yes. Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed, which is why I think it's always unhealthy if you're in a relationship to have a threesome.
Oh, it does not work.
It's not going to work.
This is super fraught because the person who calls the threesome, who says, okay, honey, let's have a threesome, is really looking to actually just have sex with someone else and get that license to rule that. Now, if you're down with that, you got to do this pre-negotiating thing and make the husband or the wife, whoever has,
I like the idea of going even further and just writing up a contract. And being like,
notarized.
Notarized. Yeah.
I see.
Making sure everyone abides by the rules, but that's just how I think. I'm super type A, just organized. I see. Yeah. No, drug test. We got to go through the whole thing.
Okay, drug
Look
test.
into background checks. No criminals.
I give blood quite frequently.
Oh, you do?
Every 2 weeks I give platelets. And so they'd give me a check for every venereal disease every 2 weeks.
Oh, great. And clean
I don't have to say, well, I've been tested like I'm some promiscuous person who just gets tested because God knows what I have. But I give blood, you see. And then I'm a selfless, heartful person there who gives blood, and I get the free, guarantee that I am STD free.
Oh, that's good. That's a good idea. Yeah. That's a great idea.
So,
Plus, do you get paid to give the blood?
Yeah.
So you're getting paid, and you're getting an STD test.
Give the blood, and you get to watch a movie too.
Oh, that's great.
Nice.
That's very smart.
That's very smart.
Yeah.
For more smart advice, tune in next time to Professor Puppet After Dark, Hans on Sex. And if you have any questions for me, Professor Puppet, send me an email at professorpuppet@rocketpictures.net. You can subscribe to this channel, I imagine, if you're watching it on YouTube, or if you're watching it on iTunes as well. I don't know. Look for the word subscribe anywhere. If it says subscribed, that means you're already subscribed. Don't click that because you will unsubscribe, and no one wants that.
You know a lot about the internet.
Well, you know, I'm very tech savvy.
Yeah.
Tech savvy and sex savvy.
Oh.
Hans on Sex is brought to you by AdamandEve.com. Visit now and enter the keyword Hans at checkout to get 50% off almost any item, plus free shipping, plus a free mystery gift, plus 3 free bonus DVDs. Order today. My name is Hans von Puppet. Let's start again.